had an altercation with Bethy. The sudden bite took Bethy off guard, leaving her in a state of distress as she clung tightly to the branches of a nearby tree. She cried out loudly and her voice echoed through the canopy. She can be quite mean to the others. After all, she is Eyeshadow's daughter. It seems like trouble is brewing for Belle within the family. Buttercup, all fiery and fluffed fur, confronts Belle with all her might. Her tiny frame is boiling with rage, yet she realizes she's no match for her sister. At least not yet, while she remains a tiny 2-year-old. Buttercup darts to her eldest sister Booper, nudging her and crying out for backup, as if to say, "Help me take her down." But Booper gives her the silent dismissal. She's giving this family drama a wide berth. Desperate, Buttercup turns to her ultimate ally, Mum Eyeshadow, her trump card. Their squabble drew disinterested glances from Eyeshadow. Her gaze drifted lazily, too aloof to intervene. She merely gave Belle a half-hearted, open-mouthed glare. But with Belle edging closer, coupled with Buttercup's persistent wails piercing the air, Eyeshadow felt a flicker of annoyance. They were becoming too much to ignore. Finally, she snapped. And this time it was enough to convey the message. Belle's eyes narrowed as she spotted the hikers encroaching on her territory, right in the midst of her squabble with Buttercup. She lashed out at them, asserting her presence as she jumped forward while screeching in anger. Booper, sensing Belle's distress, rushed to her sister's side, ready to defend her against the perceived threat. She had misread the situation, thinking the hikers had provoked Belle. With a lively spring in his steps, little Dawson is ready to immerse himself in games and frolics. For Belle, the air carries a familiar scent reminiscent of her carefree youth. In a time when tension was at its peak, her constant vigilance to Dawson's every chirp and stumble has become a cherished opportunity for some me-time. Now, she can redirect her attention back to herself, deliberately working her fingers through her fur and relishing the soothing rhythm of the moment. Each stroke brings a sense of calm, allowing her to enjoy the soothing rhythm amidst the satisfaction of motherhood. Kiara continues to be a clingy baby, finding solace in her mother's cozy embrace, while attuned to the steady rhythm of a familiar heartbeat. She moves in sync with her mother, her inquisitive eyes always curious about her surroundings. Most importantly, the access to the milk bar, her personal source of nourishment. Mum welcomes her with open arms. Here comes Prince Ravi, prancing into view with contagious energy. Where is he off to? There he is, the ebullient boy who never fails to bring a smile to my face. A rope dangles between two trees, a forgotten relic of human activity that has now become Ravi's personal circus rig. The moment he notices it, he instantly knows it's his next challenge. This boy is a master at creating his own adventures. What a brilliant show that was. And just when it seemed like the show was over, he dazzled us with an encore. Ravi swiftly made his way back to Mum to find out what she had for lunch. But he could hardly resist the urge for a new adventure, so he quickly darted off. It appears that Mochi has chosen Freddy for her seasonal alliance this year, but Freddy isn't keen on the idea. I'm not sure about Mochi's lineage, but she's definitely not in a position of power. As she began to groom Freddy's chin, her intentions were clear. Yet, this unrequited grooming was met with Freddy's unease. He cast 2 glances at Mochi before turning away in haste. But Mochi isn't one to give up easily. She remains undeterred by Freddy's rejection. She sets her mind on winning him over, convinced that her efforts will eventually bear fruit. Cassie looks injured. She's walking with a slow, stiff gait, straining to put weight on her injured leg. Perhaps caught in a brawl with the Highborns or another troop. That's one nasty wound. While the wound looks distressing, it will heal with time, thanks to their robust immune systems and natural resilience. The others swing by to see how she's doing and tend to her wounds. Despite all the frequent bickering, at the end of the day, they still have each other's backs. Here we have Lydia's youngest daughter Jazzy, who shares her mother's shy and timid disposition. These half-year-old babies are draped in a luscious fluff, still melting hearts with every leap and act, just much bigger and bolder. Then there's the cutest little boy Dawson, with his satisfyingly orb-like head and soft rounded chin. He has embraced independence, free to wander, and left to his own devices. This is his training ground for his treetop trials. Off he leaps. Tate's tiny fingers stretch out toward the milk bar, brushing against Mum's teat with an air of deliberate innocence. His curious eyes seem to plead, "Milk, please?" But Mum responds with redirected affection, grooming him gently, her soft touch conveying a subtle but clear no. He slides left, ducking under Mum's arm, gingerly testing her waters. His lips latched onto Mum's teat with expert precision, bringing a soothing flow of comfort. Mum delivers another soft warning, triggering a small outburst from Tate. Eventually, Carol surrenders. This is a battle between her heart and her instincts. For now, she lets him win, as that tiny body snuggled against hers is her soft spot. Chuck is Carol's baby brother. The The boy who was covered in cuts and scrapes during his first few weeks of life. You're looking right at him. Olivia is in fact an incredible mother. She deals with the emotional challenges of baby blues after every delivery. She just needs to find her footing during the early weeks. The shift is subtle at first. Mums start with the discreet withdrawal strategy and will only resort to more overt acts of rejection when the little ones refuse to relinquish their grip.